So I dig into my pack and I pull out my short sword and I give it to him.
Okay, and he grabs that and he races forward.
There's a super keen, shiny staff laying on the ground next to my body.
And while that's happening, give me a second because the rest of these people, the rest of the regular tokens panic. This way. Yeah, so that's, yeah, they're going to get to the back of the room. And then they realize there's a crevice back here. A couple of guards are going. They see that the whole group is going, so they move with them because they have no idea what's in the back of the tunnel.
Yeah, and I yell to the guards to
Two of the guards start to move forward. They have no weapons either.
I yell at them to go protect the people. We'll take care of this.
Yeah, and they look at you and like, we have no weapons. We need something. And they start scrounging on the ground looking for something to use. In fact, they're starting to look and they see some of the scimitars and they're starting to try to pick up the scimitars from some of the goblins that had dropped them.
All right.
And that's going to be their turn. And then, yeah, two of them are... Did I move two of them? Yeah, they're escorting the people in the back. And let's see, let's put at least one more guard with them. Okay. Is going to try to... Is just got a scimitar and then is going to, in this next turn, move forward. Oh, one more, sorry. And one more person runs this way. Okay. Our dwarf runs forward with the short sword that he's just been given, and he takes a swing. This is going to say club, but it's actually just the sword that he has, which does the same damage. So it's just one slicing damage, and it splits again.
How much noise is in the cavern?
Lots of people, about 20 people screaming. There's bats fluttering and moving around. There's sounds of combat.
So I'll yell forward. Thrust, don't slash. I would have thought that that other dwarf would have noticed that.
We're like 12 seconds into combat, so
yeah,
I would assume not. I've never seen these before, so.
There. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good question. Does the staff stay on the ground? You're the only one that can wield it, though, right? Nobody can pick up your magical shillelagh, can they?
It's got a 1 minute duration on it.
Is it concentration, though?
No, it's not.
That's not fair.
So it's got a 1 minute duration, so it's got 10 rounds?
Oh, you know what?
What's it say?
Oh, no, if I let go of it, down at the last sentence.
If it
it was outside of the box. If I let go of it, it spell
okay,
ends.
yeah, so it's disappeared.
Bugger.
So we're back to that. Back to the top of the turn order. Armel, we need a death save.
Incoming 20.
Need a 10 or higher. Got it. So mark down 1 success. 2 more and you're stabilized.
Can do.
And Greybeard is up. And is
All right,
muted.
I'm
there
gonna
it is.
I'm gonna make a roll real quick. Okay, I guess he has battle clarity, and he's going to use the flat of his axe and try to cause bashing damage.
Okay. On which one?
Oh, I step over top of Armel to defend him, and then the one right there.
Okay. And go ahead and give us a bash damage roll. Alright. You hear your axe sizzle. It now is, I believe, because it's non-magical, it takes a -1 now to the damage of it. So what is the axe normally? A 1d what?
12.
1d12. So it's now going to be a 1d12 -1. And if it drops to... if the penalty gets to -5, the weapon's destroyed. Okay, so keep track of your axe for me so I don't have to do it that it's at -1.
I got a D6 sitting here.
And that's the second time you've hit it, so it's actually at a -2.
All right.
And you can tell it's being damaged. You also take 4 points of acid damage. As you hit it, it splatters back on you, and you take 4 points of damage.
Grr. I can't cut that in half either. Grr. And double grr. Did the bashing appear to do anything to it?
I'm going to move Armel just a second so we can see where you're at. You did damage it. You hurt, yeah, it definitely hurt it. But what's happening is you're noticing that your axe is getting pitted, and it's like acid has been poured onto the axe, and even some of it hit you, but it's definitely diminished. You definitely struck it. There's non-corrosive ooze streaking out of it also, so you can tell you've damaged it.
All right, I'm going to use my interaction to snatch up the quarterstaff on the ground, and I just frenzy out and bread, put it.
There's no quarterstaff on the ground.
There is. It's just not magical.
Oh, the one you dropped.
Right.
Got it. Okay. Yep. Well, picking up an action is an interaction.
Right.
That's your bonus action, so you grab it. Okay.
Well, no. Interaction is an interaction. You get one of those, and then my bonus action is frenzy smash this thing again.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that.
All right. Unfortunately, I do not have a quarterstaff, and I don't have anything that's a D8. So how do I roll that?
Well, to hit would be a D20 plus your strength, right? Your strength bonus? That would be your...
And proficiency.
Are you proficient in it?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it would be those two things added together. A D20 plus that.
Barbarian. They're all proficient in stick.
So slash R D20 plus 5.
Yeah, that'd be the hit. And it's a 1d6 damage if you hit. I'm waiting to see the roll. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, 9 hits a 7. So you hit, so you can roll 1d6 plus your strength, I believe.
Yeah.
Quarterstaff is versatile, two-handed, isn't it D8?
Oh, it could be.
Are you doing it with the 2 hands?
Yep.
Nice.
Secondary damage, 1d8.
Sorry, dyslexia, trying to type.
Yeah, no problem. I'm waiting to see it come through. So a D8, so 8.
Yep.
Okay, and you take an additional 4 points of damage. It splashes on you again.
Ouch. Even with a blunt weapon?
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Do we get a sense of how fast these things can move?
Not yet. It's dropped from the ceiling, and it didn't have to move very far to attack so far, so you haven't really seen it make a big move yet. Okay, so I assume that's all of those actions?
Yep.
All right, so after a blunted axe swing, and then what'd you do with the axe then?
Dropped it.
Okay, so drop the axe, picked up a staff from the ground, begin to hit it again. It definitely seems like it's very close to being losing its consistency. This one that you've been hitting on, it definitely looks way worse for wear and smaller than the other ones now because of how much you've hit it. But you've been taking damage doing it. And we move on to Teagraiel, who has watched this horror split and split and split. What is Teagraiel mage wizard gonna do?
So did I notice that it split when I hit it with the witch bolt, or is my witch bolt still active on one part of it?
Your witch bolt is active. I believe you have to decide at the beginning of your turn if you're either gonna do more damage or if you're gonna turn it off.
I'm wondering if it's connected to one of them still.
Yeah, it's still connected. It's still kind of popping off one of them, the one that Greybeard's been hitting.
All right, I'm continuing the witch bolt for this turn. Because
Okay.
in my mind, seeing them get smaller, I think it's doing something good.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Two.
Okay. And let me just check this still. Yeah, and now it's considered, it's small. It's much smaller than the other ones, and it is still there. And you were very sure that your witch bolt just split it in half again.
Okay.
Okay. You still have movement or bonus action at this point as your witch bolt. Remind us what your witch bolt looks like too. What is Teagrail's witch bolt look like?
His eyes are completely white, and he's just holding a constant stream of lightning going from his staff to the target, just arcing.
Okay. Yeah, it's making sizzling and popping noises, and at this point, now that you've done it a couple times, you're realizing your lightning damage is doing no damage to them.
Okay.
So you have movement or bonus action at this point.
I'll stay right here. But I'm going to shut my arc off next turn.
Okay. So that was Greybeard, that was Teagraiel. Ardreth, we are up. Back up at the top of the room.
Alright, if I can keep Discord up long enough. I'm going to run forward. 50. And
Just to give you the scene, you're seeing you're seeing 4 medium-sized black blobs, 2 really small ones. Ardreth is down on the ground, out. Greybeard is standing over his body. There's another dwarf, you have no idea who it is, standing in front of them, and you're watching Teagrail's lightning hit one of the smaller ones as you run up.
Alright, when I get to that point, I'll yell in common. Greybeard, grab Armel, and everybody pull back away from the blobs. I've got an idea.
Okay. Just talking is pretty much a free action. So, was that a dash to move to there?
So dash to move there. It wasn't a full dash. I only moved 50.
Oh, but you had to. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Ian, you were up, and you see the same sight of horror that Ardreth sees.
Would it be it would be considered my free action to throw one of my weapons to the guard next to me, right?
Yeah, I would consider that an action of interacting with an object. You get 1 free of those around, so yeah, you could throw a spare weapon to a guard that's near you.
Alright, so I pull out
It's the woman guard.
This female guard. I take out my staff and I chuck it in that direction. And because I saw them scrambling for one, and then I run forward.
Go ahead and ping the guard. Am I on the right guard? The one with the name that just showed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I stand here. Tegan? Isn't that the name of... Anyways. And I
Doctor Who?
shoot
Yes.
at... I shoot at this one closest to the exit.
Okay. Fire away.
Has it taken damage?
Maybe?
Well, you have to tell me, because if it hasn't, I can't.
It's a
use
good
colossal.
question, because mechanically I don't know. The thing that it was before took damage, but then it split into 2 entities. So I do not think that one has taken damage yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that one has not taken damage yet.
Alright, so this is just gonna be a regular.
That's a
one.
good question. I don't know how they would classify that. Yeah, it's a hit. Okay.
And,
You see the arrow puncture into it. You hear the sizzle, and you quickly realize, as if everybody else is realizing, that arrow is being dissolved into acid. You think you've injured it, but obviously not by much.
Yeah. And that's my move.
Okay. And the nastiness. All right. The one that is getting lightning bolt is going to move up and try to pseudopod Teagraiel.
He's so cute.
For 9 bludgeoning damage. It actually critted. Ooh, good thing I rolled low. And what kind of armor are you wearing, Teagraiel?
Nada.
Oh, so you just have robes with no armor on?
Yep.
Okay, so your clothes, you start to feel your robe is singed, and you feel like if you take a few more of those, you may be a naked mage pretty soon.
Mage armor?
Hell yeah. Now the party's started.
Okay. This one that just got shot by the arrow, it's the first damage it's taken, and it's realized what shot it, so it's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. It's moving towards you, Ian, but it's near Ardreth, and it's going to take a shot at Ardreth from 5 feet away. It rolls a 17.
I think it gets stuck in the mud.
Yep, it does. And it's only 5 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage. And your armor takes a -1, so your AC drops by -1 if you're wearing armor.
Got it.
All right. If that armor drops to a 11 AC, it's destroyed, considered destroyed. So keep track of that for me.
Okay.
One of these is going to move around. It's actually going to start eating the body of the ogre next to our dwarf here. It begins to try to consume this giant ogre body. And then our barbarian, we have a pseudopod next to you. Rolls a 10.
Woo! I'm good.
Okay, we have another one, pseudopod.